I invite the principal of the college to deliver the welcome address and present the report of the activities of the college.
Most honorable chief guest of the day, Dr. Mrs. Richa Sharma, Deputy Director Research, Indian Council of Social Science Research, Ministry of Education, New Delhi, respected correspondent of our college, Dr. T. Vice Principals, distinguished department heads, dear teaching and non-teaching staff members, delighted parents and family members, and my dear graduates, a very good morning to all of you. I take it as a great privilege to be with you in a memorable day of your achievement. First of all, let me welcome our today's chief guest, Dr.Richa Sharma. Dr. Richa Sharma had her doctorate at MS University, Baroda. University gold medalist, sports champion in national level, visited more than 10 foreign countries, visiting professor for the many countries, member Asadika Ka Amrit Mahotsav Committee, Ministry of Education, presently Deputy Director, Indian Council of Social Science and Research, Ministry of Education. Such a great scholar, scientist, administrator is with us as a chief guest of the today's graduation function 2022 for the graduates 2021. On behalf of the correspondent, management, heads of departments, faculty members, graduates, parents and well-wishers, wholeheartedly I welcome them. To the mark of love and respect, I request our honorable correspondent to present a memento.
Honorable Principal, faculty, staff, students, parents, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you all. Indeed, it's a great honor to be with you, the galaxy of talent graduating today and going to embark on new journey in their respective careers. I am happy and feel honored that your college has invited me to deliver annual convocation address of this prestigious college as the chief guest. Those who are going to receive the degree today are fortunate, as we know that not every student who enters educational stream completes his education, and there are students who get dropped out. The school and college life is full of joy and learning. It is time period which creates foundation for career and most beautiful memories to cherish throughout life. Today is the day of self-appraisal, but at the same time make us to think that where our system of education is heading towards. Can it be linked to the real life situations and enhance our skill and potential to face all form of personal as well as professional competitions? The education system in India still has colonial legacy. We have been trained during the time of the colonial period as brown in color and white in taste. We have been generating a class of clerks. We have been generating a class of people who can serve to the others and followers. Are we reached to the time where we can see India is becoming a country of inventors? We measure talent still in India by the grades of the students, and the form of curriculum designed by our colonial master is still in place. Although Some good initiatives have been taken by National Education Policy 2020. Still, India has miles to go to evolve its education system to attain all its development goals. Today, I will be focusing on only 2 points instead of speaking of so many things which I can discuss with you at this point of time. But what I can think and believe is important for you to understand 2 things which can immediately going to impact your career and impact your professional life, and it is your decision of your professional life going to impact nation building process. So, I will be focused only on 2 points. First, your decision making and how you can contribute to a national building. Dear graduates, it is important for you to understand that every step taken in our life matters. Every decision we take matters. Whether it is a small or a big decision, personal or professional, it does impact a week or a month, helps to determine your habit. Your habit will determine your productivity in that time span, and your productivity will set your value in society. Big decisions for career, like which stream you wish to choose, which college you get admission, going for higher studies, choosing to have your own startup, or joining father's business, preparing for civil service exam, competitive exams, or joining government or a private sector, etc. are the decisions that affects the course of our life. Therefore, decision making is significant part of our life. But the pertinent question here is whether we have learned the decision making in schools, colleges, or from somewhere. Is there any crash course by which we can learn to make a better decisions? And if we decide everything, then what is the role of destiny? Is there something called divine interventions which will set or have set the course of action in our life? In brief, how to decode fortunes. Decision making has always been an exercise in general, collectively performed by individuals with the help of family, friends, seniors, teachers, etc. But life is a journey, and in our life, family members keep on getting added, and at times we lost some of them. Some same happens with the friends as well. Although it may happen that we need friends and family the most at certain times, but they are not available due to certain circumstances. In such situations, how an individual can make decision? Shall we depend on our instinct, or we Google for advice, read books for reference, know through wise persons' experience available to us, or try to take some type of assistance from our immediate peers, circle, etc. Have you ever thought as to how we could decide on something? Can we decide on something on our own? Really? If yes, then how much weightage we should give to our understanding, the other person's opinion or past experience of your or of others? How much consideration we need to give to our own desires and our opinions? Today, you are entering into a new phase after accomplishing one of the most important milestones of your life and beginning a new journey. I take this opportunity to advise you to understand decision-making process and how to decode decision-making to avoid regret in your life. So based on my research so far, I have evolved a model, and based on that, mainly there are 4 steps in the decision making. Step 1 is related to understanding of self. What is your perspective of your own self? To understand self, please ask few questions. So there are major 4 questions which we need to ask to ourselves. Can I do this? Do I want to do this? Can I imagine what would be the adverse impact if I fail while doing this? Can I generate resources out of it? Then after, you can rate your understanding and your answers into the 3 scale rating: yes, no, and maybe. If your answer is 50% yes and 50% no, then you should drop your idea then and there itself. If you get answers more than 50%, then go for the second step, that is called cost analysis. Cost will be in form of a time. Can you invest your time in that decision? Being away from things you like. Can you stay away from the things which you like the most? Investing money. Can you invest or arrange monetary investment from somewhere to make your decision successful? Giving up comfort zone and entering into challenge zone. Are you prepared for it? Again, scale your answer into 3 rating. Yes, no, maybe. If your answer is 50% yes and 50% maybe, go for it. And if your answer is 50% yes, 25% maybe, again. And 25% no, you should rethink about it. And if your answer is 50% no, I think that decision is not going to work and you should drop it then and there itself. The third step is benefit analysis. Benefit of decision that you are going to take, does it comprise economic, social, personal gains? If answer is yes, then go for it. Family reaction is also one of the very important and instrumental in the decision making. So we can understand the reaction of family in 3 parts. Family will be happy and supporting. Family is indifferent to it, just accepting your decision. And family does not agree with your decision. In this step, if reaction is either 1 or 2, that family is supportive or indifferent, there is no problem in taking that decision. But if the family's reaction is 3, then certainly you are going to make a tough decision. And to support that decision, you must follow the 4th step that will help you to overcome and stick to your decision. That is security factor. In the 4th step, you will make a security check. Is the decision going to bring financial security? Can there be emotional security to you and your near ones? Can you make your bid of your family by taking this decision? Can you do bid to your society and nation by that action and decisions? Again, the parameters are same, yes, no and maybe. If your answer is 50% and above, yes, then you should go for it. And if your answer is 50% no and less than that, then you should drop your decision then and there itself. After this, if your answers in all those 4 steps is above 75% affirmative, then you reach to the last part, that is identifying obstacles, threat and risk involved in the decision making and how to overcome that. Risk management. You can mentally prepare, through the risk management, you can mentally prepare yourself for upcoming hurdles in your decision and have a pre-assessment of risk involved in the decision to the remotest possible thought. This exercise will make you more alert and will psychologically increase your strength to make your decisions correct. Risk management will increase your focus on your decision and will increase your potential. There is always external and internal risk involved in every decision. You have to work on both of it. What are your weak points? Nobody knows better than you. So, to overcome that, it is most important to stick to your decision and making it successful. Decision, execution and time management are always interlinked. It is important how long time you need to decide something. You may take a decision in a minute or you may take a month, but always remember that do not take the decision too quickly or too slow. Success of your decisions largely depends on you and yourself. It depends on how much hardworking and learning-oriented you are. Remember, efficiency is not God-given. It all depends on your full involvement, focus and zeal to do best. Your spirit of being composed yet passionate about it will determine your efficiency and productivity. To summarize, before deciding anything, do take the self-check test, which I shared with you right now. Search up to 10 authentic sites and not more than that. otherwise it will confuse you. Take opinion and advice from your seniors who are wise and whom you have found very genuine in their act. Once you have decided, never doubt about your decision and give your 100% to it. The success of your decision will 70% depends on your right attitude, positive thinking and punctuality and 100% hard work. Please remember, there is no master plan for success, but you are definitely master of your plan and can make it successful. Effects of good decision making, you might see that whether I am right, wrong, confused, but definitely once you practice of making a good decision by a technical methods, you will realize that once you learn as to how to make a good decision at your individual level, gradually you will become master in decision making skills and will definitely get opportunities and will be easy for you to grab those opportunities and to use it for your own development and for the development of your team, your partners, your company, family, society and nation at large. And as I said, once you are in a position and establish yourself a successful person, there are the expectations from the nation, from you itself. At times we think that how can me as a person can be beneficial to the nation, and we consider that there is a gap between me and my nation, but actually it is not. India expects from its young graduates to contribute in nation building. We all know India is the fastest growing economy and we have set example in the world by combating pandemic. However, as the World Bank data analysis of this June 2022, India's growth is forecasted to edge down to 7.5% in the fiscal year 2022-23. With headwinds from rising inflation, supply chain disruptions and geopolitical tensions offsetting bouncy in the recovery of service consumptions from the pandemic. Growth is expected to slow further to 7.1% in 2023-24 data, back towards the long run potential. Do you think it is going to impact you? Certainly, it's going to impact each and every one of us. So these 2 years are going to be a tough time for India and going to be the tougher for each individual. Now, in this scenario, how can you contribute and you can be successful? If it's a problem of inflation, it's impact entire nation, business, cities, companies, and every household. But you being an earning member can help your household and can be a good human resource to your company which would prefer to sustain you, to promote you. And being a taxpayer, you can support your nation as well to combat with inflation. If the problem is of supply chain disruptions, I think this is for those who are a brilliant mind here, who have not scored the highest mark, or those who are not the gold medalist, but are very genuine and very good in creativity and have their own plan of action for future. If the problem is of supply chain disruption, you can think of having a startup in this line, which can be cost effective and bridging the gap to ease out the requirements. While making your business, please ensure take your GST. Take your GST number, do all transactions online, and also maintaining a good bill receipt system and follow good audit system and honest audit system. And follow law governing your business and profession, whatever you choose to. Geopolitical tensions, everyone reads all political news. Keep yourself away from all controversies. Your ideology has to be only one for the coming 5 years, or maybe for the 10 or rest of your life. Being productive, 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 productive. Working with the full dedication and dedication. And keep your surroundings clean. Try to make your country, the country what we feel to go, what we feel to live in. So this is our responsibility towards our nation. So by doing this all, certainly you will contribute in nation building. With all best wishes, I pray to Almighty that you succeed in your all endeavors and to make all of us very proud. Once again, I thanks to each and every individual present here for the convocation to support your peers, your wards, your students, and to be the part celebrating the success of Young India. I am extremely thankful to your college, to your management, to Professor Raj, to Professor Sundar, and each and everyone who made this possible that Young India should come in front of a Young India and speak heart to heart. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
MBA. Jennifer, BSc Mathematics. Abhimanyu, BSc Chemistry. Bijisa, BSc Zoology. Risha, BCA. And Nishan, BA Tourism and Hospitality Management. Thank you.
So come on now, President. And let's have this meeting.
Honorable Chief Guest, I have the honor to present the following candidates to you. They have been really examined and declared eligible to hold the degree of Master of Philosophy in Physics of Manamani Sundarlal University. Femi Frederick C. NF, Jasmine M. Nesamony E. Pradiksha Oike.
Abhishek Lalani, Jasmine Gerald, Ramaswamy, and Sultan. Thank you.
Honorable Chief Guest, I have the honor to present the following candidates to you. They have been duly examined and declared eligible to hold the degree of Master of Science in Mathematics of Manamani Sundarlal University. Abhisha A, Akhila Shail KV, Yencherin Femina MF, Anisha Janisha Rani N. Deshla D.D. Ivanchari Janita J. Geetu D.K. Jeffrey S.P. Jenny N.
They have been duly examined and declared eligible to hold the degree of Master of Business Administration of Maramani Sundarnath University. The candidates are Akshaya, Ajit C, Anish, Andrew, Maria, Aisha, Dharani, Zensi, Shala, Jenisha, RJ, Jinsper, Bergnes, Joel, Manisha, Nitya, Sabin, Shiva, Shruti, and Ajlin Satya. Thank you.
Admin Babisha K. Ajish J.S. Ajisha A. Ajisha S. Ahila Chandran C.K. Aksha of Extreme Height. Althea S. Dr.Sheba D. Benisa P.S. Berlin S. Babita SP. Clarence Sharon C. Danisha D. Dania P. Tini Mole. Yaviksha Niyam. Feba Mole RS. Golda S. Jason Roach MP. Kesli BBH. Jimmy Shayal. Mary Shalini S. Nancy C. Nihila JP. Tanishwa EA. Victor Dania LS. Redlick Steffi R. Reshmi CS. Sajini Priya EL. Santhya S. Saranya M. Shamini D. Sheriba Rani S. Smiley MS. Steffi A. Vibina Mary P. Bibi Shadi. Vignesh JK. Beffy Graf R. And Ranal Shaye.
Jessica W.B. Jennifer Y. Janisha M. Timbalos R.A. Lindsay S. Maureen Mano S. Meenakshi B.V. Monica D. Parvati S. Nair. Rama Gurjio R. Ganesha R. Rashmi J. Sajid Kadesh M. Saminan Anthony. Samini R.
எல்லாருக்கும் பற்றி நம்ம அது பிரச்சனை நம்ம சொன்னா டக்குன்னு பண்ணிடலாம் ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை கிடைக்காது அதான் 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 எல்லாம் 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 கிளியராக இருக்க முடியாது பேச்சா பொதுவாக கொஞ்சம் பொதுவாக ஓகே ஓகே Deplana.
Honorable Chief Guest, I have the honor to present the following candidates to you. They have been duly examined and declared eligible.
They have been duly examined and declared eligible to hold the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English of Nesamony University. Nesamony Golden, Abitambi Gamne, Abhishai Manuel, Adarshya, Afina, Adarshya, Akesh Devi, Alvin Samuel T.S., NMCC, Andrew Philip J., Ashita P.S. Ashley Jenny J. Ashley N.U. Ashley S.E. Bensi S.S. Benilla Twinkle T. Benoni J.M. Moses. Benisha Santosh. Daffy Katie. Derish M.S. Dishore Pavit C.A. Duraishma Pushpin D. Kirti Chalas E. Irene Celsia T. Geneva S.L. Jefferson Samuel J.B. Jennifer G. Jenisha J.B. Jovic John J.S. Jyoti Lakshmi K.B. Jyoti S.L. Manila B. Mahima D.M. Pavitra R.P. Prajita P.S. Reshma A.C. Reshma B. Sachin S.K. John. Celsia R. Celsia yes. Shalini E. Shiny yes. Xiaomi yes. Sneka yes Ram. Srutika Shri yes yes. Suniti Sundar yes.
Hello.
Sushmita Rathi, Sweetly Reena R. Sweetie yes, Trisha Sharon A.R. and Dinisha B.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Life okay
Honorable Chief Guest, I have the honor to present the following candidates to you. They have been duly examined and declared eligible to hold the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English of Manor Sundarnal University. The candidates are Arati SV, Abhinaya CS, Abhinaya M, Abhinesh SP, Abhish S, Abhisha RG, Abhishek R, Ahalya GS,
Okay.
Nancy WL, Andrew Vijish, Ashwin Garla, Ashita RG, Ashley JV, Asiha Aram, Ashwin B, Oxlin Jolisha J,
okay bro.
Bhavatarani J, Darlia Shamlin, Vibisha R, Darfini R, Yulin M, Divya J, Evangeline J, Evans J. Jerome, Tiflija Vicky, Grace Mercy K, Jaya Vidya J, Jefflin JJ, Jennifer White, Jenisha J, Jency J, Jim Wesley JF, Jinsi JS, Jisha C, Debbie L, Mahil Darshini T, Nivisha NJ, Pradeepa S, Pravisha M, Raisma Jolin PR, Regin RB, Reshma MH, Reshma RB, Reni Christ, Roshanlal BS, Shannon M, Shijo SB, Sneha M, Steffi Y, Vijitra VR, Vinisha Devi. Thank you.
They have been duly examined and declared eligible to go to Bachelor of Arts in History of Maran Sundarnath University. Abhina A, Abhida J, Ajanda A,
examined and declared eligible to hold the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration of Maran Sundarnath University. Candidates are Abhi, Abhisha, Abhishek, Abhida, Adeline Allen, Ajay, Ajit, Nancy, Anirudh, Anish P, Anuj, Ashmita Moore, Belgium Works, Bevin Links, Harish, Abdul, Jennifer Rose, Jajin, Jennifer, Jinsey, Lichtens,
நிற்காதுன்னு கூட நிற்காது
Muhammad Tariq, Praveen, Pradeep, Legend, Saji, Sharon, Sheena, Shanita, Sivinta, Staninjo, Subin, Sunabi, Vijit Kumar, Vijit, and Vishnu Kumar.